Hi, welcome back to Stitch and Snuggle Crochet. So today's video is just a little bit different from the normal videos that I do, which are about patterns and helping you guys find patterns for holidays or stuff like that. But I thought today's video would just be a little bit different. So I am not the best crocheter. If you all know, I'm definitely not perfect, and I have a little bit of learning to do still, but I'm definitely gonna try to make today really great. So I am going to be today kind of doing a challenge. So I went onto Ravelry and I am going to be attempting to make the crochet turtle that I pop up on the side in the corner over here. It will just pop up on the side of what I'm going to be trying to crochet today in today's video. But it's for me kind of a challenge because I'm not so great at doing crochet products without looking at a pattern or watching a free tutorial on YouTube. So I'm definitely gonna attempt today to make something without doing that. So I'll show you what you'll need. So what we'll be using, what I'll be using today is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, scissors, a darning needle, some plastic eyes, safety eyes, a little bit of stuffing, which for this it's going to be a turtle, so it's kind of really a little more, some parfait chunky yarn in the color dark brown, and some parfait chunky yarn in the color teal. So this is going to be like the head and the body, and I'm going to be using this for like the shell, and yeah, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the turtle's shell, I guess. And this is definitely gonna be entertaining for you guys because I am not that great at crocheting yet. So, this is gonna be an entertaining thing. So I'm just gonna make a slip knot really quick and put that up there. I'm going to make a chain 2 to create a magic ring, and I'm going to put 8 single crochets in this magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so that it's 8 single crochets into the magic ring. So I'm just gonna pull on this tail a little bit to kind of like make it a little bit thicker. So I'm going to do 8 increases all the way around, and I'll meet you guys back. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing a single crochet and increase all the way around. I just finished increasing around. So I'm gonna do that. So start with an increase. This one. I just love that I'm really trying to do this currently. Yeah. So it's essentially going to be me trying to recreate that turtle that I popped up there. The only thing that really won't be is that I'm not going to be doing the same eyes as it or the same colors of the turtles. I'm going to be doing my own colors clearly. So I'll meet you guys back when this round is over. Okay, so I only have this last stitch to do this round, and then I'll be doing 2 single crochets and an increase all the way around to make the body, the shell essentially just a little bit bigger because it's still kind of small currently. So I'm gonna just be doing 2 single crochets and an increase around. So let's do that. 2 single crochets and an increase. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, an increase. So I'll meet you guys back when this round is over. I know I keep saying that to most of the rounds, but it's just easier to do this off camera. Okay, so I just finished that round and I've got like about this look. So I'm just gonna be doing like single crochet all the way around for 2 rounds. So I'm gonna do that. Okay guys, so I will meet you guys back after this I will meet you guys back after the second round of single crochet. Okay, so I finished this round and I slightly have a lopsided shell, but it'll be okay. I'll just have to make one of these sides to the front. So I'm going to be doing a seamless color change really quick, and I'll meet you guys back because I need to change to the color this. I'm going to change to this color, and I will meet you guys back after the seamless change. Okay, so I just finished my seamless color change and it looks about like this. Now I'm going to be doing just a beautiful, well, not really that pretty, but I'm going to be single crocheting and decreasing around to start closing up the hole. So okay, so into this last stitch here, I'm just gonna make a single crochet. We have about this look. It's a little lopsided, but it'll be okay. Honestly, he doesn't look bad. So I'm just gonna make a decrease into this stitch and place my stitch marker. So I'm going to put a little bit of stuffing in it and then do just decreasing all the way around. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this up and stuff him just a little bit, at least his shell. So that should be about enough stuffing for now. I'm just gonna do decreasing around and I'll meet you guys back. Okay, so I went ahead and I just cut the string for weaving in, but I'm gonna add just a little bit more stuffing to him really quickly because he does not have a lot right now. So I'm gonna weave together this hole really quick to close him up after I'm done adding stuffing. Okay, so I'm gonna start sewing him up now. Okay, so I'm just gonna sew him up how I would just sew up anything, because you know he's just another stuffy. So I'm gonna just sew him up really quickly, and then we'll get straight to making the head. Looks like this currently. I'd always like to come in here and make a slight knot because I don't really want him to fall apart. So I always do that, and I always reattach my darning needle because I always like to go into the body and come out somewhere. Normally I just like to come out it doesn't really matter where, I just want to be able to kind of pull that up a little bit. And then I normally grab my scissors and cut over here. Then I take my scissors and I just poke that hole in, kind of wiggle it around sometimes because it kind of needs it. So we have about the look of my shell now. It looks actually really cute, minus it being just a little bit sideways over here, not fully done correctly. I don't really know how you get rid of that sideways, but it'll be okay. So let's go into making the head now. So again, I'm just going to be using this Parfait green color. It's actually really cool. It's like a teal. It's really pretty. I'm going to be using this for the head and the fins and the tail. So let's get to that. So I'm just going to put our body to the side. Actually, I'm going to put them over here, which is our shell, to just keep them out of the way while we create our head. Okay, so we're going to start the head now. I think I'm going to do the whole head off camera, guys, and I know you want to be here for it. I am a little bit sorry about that, but it's just easier to work with the camera not on, so I'm going to do that, and we will do the fins together. So I'm going to do that, guys. I will meet you guys back when the head is done to do the fins and the tail and sew it all together. So I'll meet you guys back when the head is halfway done. So I have half the head down. I'm just doing my single crocheting rounds here, and it is going kind of easy. It's just not very easy when you don't really know what you're doing, guys. Almost done. I just gotta do a few more rounds, and I will meet you guys back to put the eyes in. So yeah, I'll meet you guys back. Okay, so it's time to place our eyes. Our head is just slightly looking just a little bigger than the body, but if I attach it like this, it should be okay. Yeah, let's add our eyes. Okay, so I got these eyes here. They're just slightly bigger than what I was intending to go with, and I am supposed to be fully copying the picture, but I really love these pink eyes, so I'm going to be doing these pink eyes with like this pink glimmer. I think that might be really cute. So I'm just going to try to place the eyes in quicker and more professionally, but I'm not promising this is going to go well. So I'm going to place them really quick and we'll do backs together. Okay guys, so I placed them how I think they might look, and I think they actually might look pretty cute like this. So let's put the backs in really quickly. So I like to either put them like this, like in this way, or like this way. For me it doesn't really matter. They essentially both work both ways, so I'm just gonna put it in like this. I'm gonna put them in like this. But they work both ways for me. I cannot get this off. Hold on. Yeah. They work great together, so. And it does hurt my hands. I know there's a tool for that. I might need to invest in that tool because this might be a little easier. So I've got like about this look currently. It's again a little bigger than I intended. I'll have to really decrease over here to make that shape work, but this is our head and it looks actually pretty cute right now, so I'm not mad about it. Okay, so I'm just gonna decrease all around for this last round, guys. I think it's going pretty well for like this look. It's like not exactly what I want, but it's definitely going a lot better and a little smoother than what I have been trying to do. So yeah, I will just see you guys back when the head is to be stuffed. So see you guys back. Okay, so he's ready to be stuffed. I'm just going to cut this right here, guys, to be able to still sew him up. I'm gonna give him just a little bit of stuffing now. So I'm gonna just grab what I have just sitting here on the table currently. I'm just going to, maybe that might be a little too big for this tiny little hole. I'm just gonna stuff him now. he just needs enough stuffing where his head does not like super squishy. I want his head to be not like this squishy. This is way too squishy, and if you can see here, it's not very much stuffing, so I'm gonna get a little bit more for his head because he needs a little more. So I think I am loving the look of his head now that I've sat here and I had to look at it for a while. Again, I'm not a very great crocheter just yet, so I'm pretty proud of myself without doing this without a pattern. And I just wish the best. So I'm gonna do one fin on camera when I'm done sewing this little guy up, which I'll be using my darning needle for that, to sew him up real quick. I'm going to sew him up, but I'll do one fin on camera, but I'm not gonna do all of the fins on camera because man, that's like 4 fins on camera and that might be quite a bit. So I'm just not going to do all of them on camera. I'm just going to do one to just show you how I'm going to be doing it, because it sometimes can be a little bit tricky. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just going to finish sewing his head up really quickly to finish him. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna add a mouth, probably not, because the picture doesn't show that they have little mouths on them, but you also can't tell very well on the picture. So I'm just gonna cut here and push that in. So I will meet you guys back when I'm ready to start the fins. That's what his head looks like too, guys. He's getting pretty cute. Yeah, the stuffing just sticks out in the middle here, so I'm just gonna pull that out. But this is the finishing product of his head. It should look extremely cute on the body. I think he is going to look adorable. So okay guys, so I totally zoned out and did cut and sew up him, realizing that I still have to sew him to the shell. That is a little bit disappointing, but I'm gonna still sew it on. I'm actually going to do that right now before I do any of the fins or anything, so I can get the sewing part of his head done with really quickly, because that is extremely annoying that I totally cut off, zoning out, not realizing that I did that. But I'm gonna fix it, guys. It's gonna be okay. He's going to be attached to this thing. I know he will. So I will meet you guys back when I'm done sewing his head on. Okay guys, so I'm back. I'm a little disappointed that his head didn't go on exactly how I thought and pictured it to, because I totally zoned out and sewed him up. But I did get his head back on. It's definitely not perfect. I'm not the perfect sewer in the whole world, but I definitely still got it back on, and it's just a little bit like this, but I think that's pretty okay for what I did do. For someone who doesn't sew on stuff very well, this is a very good, it's as good as it's gonna get, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I got his head on and we can officially start the fins. And I will be adding one of the tails to the back, so don't forget to stay tuned for that. Okay, so I went ahead and I just started to make my slip stitch for the first round of making this guy, and if you can tell here, we have him just sitting here now with his cute little body over here. So I'm gonna start by making the first fin, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the fins off camera. I'm just gonna do one for you guys to see how I'll be doing it. I'm not really sure how I'll be doing it. I'm just gonna go with what I think is working best. So I'm just gonna put 6 single crochets in a magic ring. So that's 1, 2, 3, oh my goodness, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 6 single crochets in my magic ring. It looks like this. And now I'm going to just be doing 6 increases all the way around. Okay, that was 6 increases all the way around, and now I'm going to be doing a single crochet into the stitch here, and I might need to bend it just a little bit. Hold on, let me put my stitch in first because I don't know essentially how. I'm just going to be bending it a little bit to see if this is how I want it. I don't know if this is considered big enough, so I'm actually going to make it just one size bigger. So I'm going to make a single crochet, one single crochet, and an increase around. So let's do that. Okay, so that is essentially as big as the fin is going to get. So I kind of like this shape here. It's perfect for this little guy, and I think it'll look really cute. So now what I'm going to do is just kind of flip it. Hold on, I gotta get a little more yarn. I'm struggling here with the yarn. I'm just going, well, that was loud. I'm going to flip kind of just slightly cut this string because we won't really be needing it. I'm just gonna set that to the side, cut this string, and we're just going to flip this over with the string inside like this, and I'm going to just single crochet going into these stitches all the way until we get to the end. So I'm just going to be going into this stitch, and then if you can see here, there's another stitch, and I'll go into that, and I'm just going to grab the yarn, pull it out, and single crochet through both of these stitches like this all the way till I get to the end. So I'll meet you guys back at the end. Okay, so once you get to the end and you do that last stitch, I'm going to go back into that stitch, and this is not a tutorial, why am I saying this? I'm going to go back into the stitch, and I'm just going to slip stitch into the stitch, and I'm going to just cut my yarn, leaving a tail for sewing. Actually, I'm going to leave it a little bit longer because I'm going to be moving this to this side, this tail to this side, because each side is going to be different. So it's going to be a little bit longer for this one, but I'm also going to pull this off, and there you have it. This is one fin. We won't need this on here anymore. This is one fin that will be going on. So I'm going to go make 3 more of these fins for our turtle, and I'll meet you guys back to sew one on for you guys. Actually, I might sew them off camera. Anyways, I'm going to make 3 more of these and meet you guys back. Hi, okay, so I'm back with 4 fins, guys. I'm sorry, this did take quite a while to make them because I actually started messing up quite a bit on the fins, so it got super irritating and I got extremely mad because I messed them up. But I did fix them, and if you can see here, one is slightly smaller than the rest because, again, I messed up on one and it did irritate me quite a bit there. I did not want to go back and fix it, so we're just gonna go with this tiny one, I guess. So I'm gonna sew them together onto the turtle off camera because I have already failed making a few quite a bit now. sewing them on is not going to be easy, so I'm going to do that off camera, guys. But I'll meet you guys back when I am done sewing on the fins. So yeah. Okay guys, so I'm back and I just finished sewing on the fins, and it actually does look pretty good. I just don't like how I've kind of messed up in a few areas, and a few are longer than the other fins, but that is okay, guys. I am not the best sewer, but that's okay. So I love that he isn't looking exactly like the picture, which is sad, guys. I was attempting to make him look a lot like the picture, but it just did not go as planned because I did freehand this turtle, and that is a little bit hard for me. But he does look like this. We've got to still sew his tail on, and I know that I'm not seeing much of a tail in the picture, but just know that I'm definitely trying, guys. So I'm gonna sew the tail on, which I didn't make. I'm just going to kind of take my crochet hook and we'll get right to it. Okay, so I went ahead and I just made a slip knot onto the here, and I'm just going to attach it to right back here, which is slightly above the just a little bit above the shell. I'm going to just not really sure how that I'm going to make a tail, but I'm just going to single crochet into that first stitch here, kind of pull on that, and I'm just going to go back into this stitch and single crochet again, so it kind of wides out like that. Then I'm going to make a slip stitch into that stitch again, make a slip stitch into that stitch, and I'm going to grab my scissors and just kind of cut a small tail for some sewing, and then I'm going to like tie, kind of wrap it around this, and like hold on, it's a little difficult to do at this angle. I'm just going to wrap it around this piece like this, kind of tie the two together, which hopefully doesn't make it look super duper weird, and pull. It kind of straightens that out a little bit as the tail. Then I'm just going to grab my darning needle here, and I'm just going to kind of just weave them through somewhere in the body, because it needs to be weaved through so I can cut the strings, and he should be done at the end of weaving that through. I'm just going to weave it through pretty far in there. But it's definitely creating a tail, so that's good enough for me. I don't want to make him perfect, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just gonna weave that through here, and we've got like this little tail, and I'm just gonna cut these two now that they've been weaved through, and just kind of push it through the body like that. And we have a little nub as our tail, guys. He actually looks super cute with it. So here is, hold on, here is our finishing product, guys, of the turtle, and I'm really sad that he doesn't look exactly like the picture. I really was going to try to copy the picture as much as I can, guys, but I just love how he's turned out, and he might not be like the picture, but that's really okay. I definitely tried to freehand him. So I think that's the end of today's video, because you know, he's done. So yeah, he's super cute and I like him, and I definitely think I'll do another one of my own kind of challenge like this again, because if you guys can see, that was the funny part of doing this, is that I wasn't so good at crocheting, but you know, it's so cute still and I still love him. So let me know in the comments if you guys have any tips about crocheting that might be helpful to me, because I am still learning a little bit of crochet, and let me know if this video is funny. So let me know if he's definitely something cute. Just put 2 hearts in the comments if you think he is cute, because I think he is extremely cute and I like him. So I will think about this, but I might put him in my shop if you guys think he is cute enough for this. And if you guys love him and you think he should go into my shop, let me know. And don't forget to check out my shop because I have a few new things in there that might be cute to try out that you guys might like to buy if you want, but feel free to go do that if you want. And thank you for watching this video. It's been fun. So thank you guys for watching Stitch and Snuggle Crochet. Bye.